segment. You are listening to the main radio, and you are tuned in to a live broadcast. Today, we have a special guest, Chief Noya. They call her Big Mama Chief. She hopped in on us last night, giving us a bit of information, kind of coincide with some of the things that we have been trying to get together. So we're going to give her a minute to get in and start you guys off with a little bit of Black Codes from Trey Ali.
Yeah, rhyme so dope, my eyes low. When you move like God, the time slow. I came back for the blacks and John Doe's. Crack open them land pads, let go of them townhomes. What's a native to a native? Eat $5 dough if he not melanated. Pale faces got you waiting on a savior. Sending prayers up, he texting back on vacation. God's children, give all your praise to Jesus, but how God feeling? He say put no one before him in divine image. It's you and God are Christians. I got a vision, but niggas ain't got to listen, so they don't. We came from the soil, wasn't fucking with no boats. Bible took our spirit, English plotted on our homes. Tribal families turn on us, don't act like y'all don't know. But fuck them and they grudges. We were something turned to nothing. And now we got this turn to something. Reincarnation of angels, fresh up out the oven. This the message to the black man. 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 Shooters on my roof, lawyers in the court. We can never die, bitch, we bulletproof. This the message to the black man. This the message to the black man. You wasn't slaves, you was prisoners of war. You stop wasting your time, these other bitches ain't important. You ain't meditating, you ain't mating with the sauce. Like what the fuck's a noodle if you ain't painted with the sauce? I find it hard to trust the pastor who rather side with the master who preaching we should submit while getting murdered and captured. About how we should wait on God is never our vernacular. They get paid and praised by the dollar long as they keeping us stagnant. And niggas think they woke, huh? Like you can change a whole world through a vote, huh? Like slave masters willing to let their slaves go, huh? That slave master was probably your kinfolk, huh? History in reverse, a black king strategy. When blacks were your majesty, they always hide your pyramids but point to where the castles be. Aristocracies with your last name patent accurately. Yeah. And I ain't even tell half the shit. Like, I ain't even tell a quarter of the shit. I'm just getting started. Y'all niggas rap about busting guns and all this with it. I'm trying to get my people with it, nigga.
Peace, guys. We're going to get it started with one more. One of my faves real quick, Out of the Blue, Flesh and Blood. We waiting on sister to come on in. She just was in and she popped out. Give her a chance to get set up, guys.
Depot on the beat.
I couldn't believe it. Even when out of eye, and I still couldn't see it. This is much deeper than flesh and blood. Nigga, we fighting demons. The devil there by the devil, and I'm still in the field. Now you get to watch me get it up out of the mud. I couldn't believe. Even when I was out of eye, I still couldn't see. This is much deeper than flesh and blood. Nigga, we fighting demons. I've been double there by the devil, and I'm still undefeated. Hey, I get to watch me get it up out of the mud. Now y'all get to see me without a mud. Everything that I do won't be out of love. And I'm tired of these trials and these tribulations. And I'm sick of my name while we getting drugged. But no, I ain't budge. All of this money and you not pursuing it. All of this time you don't know what to do with it. Counterproductive and counterintuitive. Why you be acting like you already knew to it? Straight from the gutter, boy, we getting to it. As soon as we get it, you know we gon' move it. With all of this money I made from the block, get out the game and invest it in stocks. Bought me a whip, get the rest of it up. When you saving on stuff and it messes them up. When we'll be fine, but we stay on our grind. All of my niggas is stepping it up and they put on our neck and no letting it down. We love with the plan, believe in the battle. My son is a scientist, he's putting at us. Need us more geniuses, I know we got them. I know it's in us, I'm bringing it out. I know ain't perfect, I'm making them out on Capitol Hill and I'm bringing them out. The path that I'm on, should nobody follow. I couldn't believe it. Even when not an eye, and I still couldn't see it. It's just much deeper than flesh and blood. Nigga, we can the devil's there by the devil, and I'm still in the field. Now you get to watch me get it up out of the mud. I couldn't believe even when I was out of eye, I still couldn't see it. This is much deeper than flesh and blood. Nigga, we fighting demons. I've been devil's there by the devil, and I'm still in the field. Now you get to watch me get it up out of the mud. We fall on this road this longer. Fighting each other won't make us no stronger. I need this niggas been fighting this longer. I'm at my worst, I ain't getting no longer. No I'm making it through. I put the chairs they won't believe what I'm able to do. You're making me moving. My dog at the gate and I'm praising the niggas. I'm getting too late and my boat back with duties. On my way up and I break through your roof. Shot from the moon and they made me a star. Got so much time I can make it tomorrow. Can't promise today that I'm making tomorrow. Every time that we make it to pay what we borrow. It's to pay what we borrow.
Peace, 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 peace. Shout out to everyone listening at the main radio, guys. I know you guys have been looking forward to some more information. We've been bringing a lot of this information to you guys that has been new, including things on the Aboriginal information, getting into the law and clarity, and setting yourself like basically free. I told you guys I'd have something special for you today. Didn't know we have a surprise guest who came in to give us a lot of information on some of this and clarification so that we're not so confused as to what we need to do, how we need to do, and how we want to step. She has some information on the declaration, the one that I've played for you guys a couple of times. And what we're going to do is kind of go over that very thoroughly so she can give a more intent view on how we feel about this declaration. Thanks so much for joining us, Chief Noya. Thanks so much for coming in, sis. How you doing this evening? Big Mama, Chief? Big Chief? Hear me, dear? Oh, she may be having a problem. It kept kicking her out while she was trying to get in. Let's see. All right. All right, sis, try to unmute your mic, sweetheart, because we should be all set, like the stream is going okay. Let's hope we can get everything going good from here. Uh-oh, disconnected her. There it goes. Y'all, she's having a problem ever since she's been trying to get in for probably 20 minutes now, a little bit before the stream, and it keeps giving her issues. Looked like we were pretty good, so let's hope we can get her in here. We got some really good information going on. Give her a second to try and get back in, and we will go from there, guys. Let me play you a little something else while we wait on her to get back in. If not, we'll just play it by ear and wait till she can get in, because I definitely want her to go with this information that she shared with me. So we'll start with another song by Ja Bricks, which would be Feather Girl. We'll get going there. Hopefully we'll have everything all set up and get going with this info right after that, guys.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm just looking for a feather girl, you know? Just gotta vision be fooling. What's your name? What's your sign? I'm just trying to make you mine. Chocolate girl, you know you fine. Do I ever cross your mind? Get it wet, make it rain. Be my weather girl. I'm just looking for a white. Would you be my feather girl? What's your name? What's your sign? I'm just trying to make you mine. Chocolate girl, you know you fine. Do I ever cross your mind? Get it wet, make it rain. Be my feather girl. I'm just looking for a white. Won't you be my feather girl? Yeah, you bad. Yeah, you fine. I'm just trying to make make you mine. You ain't worried about these pennies, girl, cause you know you a dime. And I knew that I would have you. I
Can
just
you
had to
hear
take my
me?
time. Had to know you past looks, cause you know that love is blind.
Keep getting
Met
up
you
there
at the
now, but
powwow, asked you what's your tribe. You asked me, mom, we politicking, then we caught a
I think
vibe.
it's
So you
I
rockin' your
think we
feathers.
got her
You
now.
and
Let's
so you
see,
caught my
guys.
eye from that moment, girl.
We're
I
gonna
knew that
stop
I could
this till
probably
she
make
gets
you
in.
cry. Girl, you do
Keep
shorty
going.
what you wanna
Can you hear
do.
me?
Come and be the winner, you know, and that
Halito,
Chief, here, darling.
Halito, can you hear me?
Hold on, guys. Let's see. I probably should have tried to do Zoom. Give her a little better chance of getting through here. Hold on one moment, guys. Let's try
See
this again.
myself, but I'm not sure.
Give it a moment. It might be out. Let's see. All right. I think we got you, Chief.
Can you hear me?
You there, dear?
Can you hear me? Halito, Halito,
You darlings, your
Halito,
mic connected?
it's on.
Okay, great.
Halito. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am just really I'm stressing over here. Can y'all hear me? Halito. Halito, can you hear me?
I can hear you, darling. Go right ahead. I'm just going to mute up because I think I have an echo. Go ahead.
Halito people, how y'all doing? It was getting everything I said in the back.
Halito, darling, go right ahead. How are you? Thanks so much for joining us.
Halito, everybody. Hi, E-Rock. I'm glad I can see a little bit in the chat because I'm over here with a tablet. Can you hear me? Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm going to mute up. I believe I have an echo. Go right ahead.
Wow. Okay, what I same thing. It's like I'm hearing too many people.
All right, darling. I'm going to my other device to see if it makes it a little better for you. It may be the streaming having an issue, so let's see if this makes it a little better. Is this better?
Okay, can you guys hear me?
We can hear you great. Can you hear me great?
What is oh
Can you hear me, dear?
okay. Okay, I know what it was. It was the other link on top of the link, and it was confusing to me. All I know is you guys, y'all know, bear with me and please be patient with me because I'm not used to this. Okay, so how y'all
You're fine.
doing? How's everybody doing in the chat? I can't see the chat, but I am knowing everybody is well, and I'm grateful to be here. Um, sister.
Yes,
Can-
darling.
Everything is well. Good. So, greetings to everyone in the chat. I don't know who's in there. I can't see your name. I don't know how to work this device like that. But I'm grateful to be here on this occasion. So, I don't, sister, you go ahead and start how you want to and let me know what you want me to do.
Yes, darling. I definitely wanted to let's go. Let's start with the declaration. As you know, I've been playing the audio. And the audio that I have, it's just what is it, the voiceover for the audio com. So
Mm-hmm.
you have that book that actually has like a really good, a little more information, basically, or it's a little more clarity. And I kind of wanted to hear you go over that, darling. Do we have time to do that real quick? Just a little bit of that, and then we can have a
Absolutely.
little combo.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
great. Let's start there.
So let's see. Do you want to try to do the screen share? Because
Yes,
I
I
don't.
can do. I can do the screen share from here.
I mean, I got the phone and I got the book, and I would like for the people to see it. You know.
Yes, great. All right. So do oh, you want, are you able to share from the computer now, and then I'll just add it to the stream?
Oh, see, that's the problem. I mean, I don't know how this works, baby. I thought maybe I could
Okay.
probably open. I don't know.
Okay, so at the bottom of your screen, it should have an option to share the screen. When you have your screen up, you see a little list. One says like your mic, your camera, and then it'll say
Hmm.
like share stream. Do you see share
Well,
stream?
actually, it doesn't. It says settings and chat and leave.
Mm. Settings,
Yeah,
chat,
I'm on.
and
This is
leave.
on the phone now. Not on this.
Oh, okay. I thought you were on
Yeah.
your tablet. Yeah, we're not able to share it from the phone. You're not going to be able to. You will have to be on the computer. Did you want to just like kind of
Do me a
read some
favor.
of it?
Do me a favor. Drop
Yes.
the link in the chat, and I'm gonna try to. Cause you remember it wouldn't let me come on in the thing earlier.
Yes.
Drop the link in the chat, and I'm gonna see if it'll let me come on my tablet. Cause I really
Okay.
would like other people to see it. Oh, I
Yes,
see y'all
definitely.
now. Darius, Dee Dee, Rock. Greetings, you guys. How y'all doing? It's so good to be here. Okay,
Yes,
I got
darling.
it.
I have it in there for you.
Okay, I got it. I'm finna jump on. Let's see. It keep want to take me off the mic though, and I don't understand that. He wants me to join without a mic, sis. I'm sorry, you guys. I apologize to the chat for me not being knowing what I'm doing on this thing. So hopefully I'll do it better next time.
That's
Okay,
fine, sis. Do your
so
best. We
okay,
appreciate you.
okay. So
Mhm.
oh wow, I wish you had this book. This book is a book that was done by myself and one of my people who was helping me learn, and it is the book of the American Declaration of Rights of Indigenous People. It was done by the Organization of American States, considering more rights for people. It is in fact, how many pages is this? It is in fact a lot of pages, okay? It's a lot of pages, and I don't even think they're numbered, okay? I thought they were. Oh, yeah, it is. Some of them are. But, okay, this is a publication. It says OAS Kyla Logan in publication data. Am I getting an echo?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I hear echo though. Okay,
Oh, let
American
me hear you.
Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People, AG slash Res 2888. Um, it says number one, American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People. 2016 is when this was done. Indigenous People Civil Rights America. Indigenous People legal status, laws, and etc. in America. Organization of American States, Secretariat for Access to Rights and Equity. Department of Social Inclusion. Titles and series. That was the first page. I wish y'all could see this. I really do. We're going to do it again. How about that? And I'm going to be prepared. It says American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People, adopted at the third plenary session held on June 15, 2016. The General Assembly, recalling the contents of Resolution AG Res 2867. You can look these up, you guys. This is a Roman numeral XL I5-0/14.
Draft American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People, as well as all previous resolutions on this issue. So they had us in mind, I would think, but when these people end up now, they're talking about the Mongoloids being indigenous and aboriginal. Has anybody paid any attention? Have anybody paid any attention to that? Mongoloids being indigenous and aboriginal. Has anybody paid attention? Okay, so so that's the thing that we as Aboriginal and indigenous people, we got to look out for who they're really talking to and who they're really talking about in this book. Okay. So we're gonna go to right here to the preamble. It says the member states of the Organization of American States, herein the states, recognizing that the rights of indigenous people are both essential and of historical significance to the present and future of the Americas. The important presence in the Americas of indigenous people and their immense contribution to the development, plurality, and cultural diversity, and reiterating our commitment to their economic and social well-being, as well as the obligation to respect their rights and cultural identity, and that the existence of the indigenous cultures and peoples of the Americas is important to humanity. Who is humanity? Oh, let me stop. Y'all apologize.
Aboriginals.
Wow, y'all. I mean, I need some feedback with this because I don't know what I'm doing over here, you guys. Y'all got to help me out. Okay, so it says reaffirming that the indigenous people are original, diverse society with their own identities that constitute an integral part of the Americas. Concerned. These are big, they got these in big black words right here, you guys. Reaffirming that the indigenous people are original. Then they are concerned that the indigenous people have suffered from historic injustice as a result of, inter alia, their colonization and the dispossession of their land, territories, and resources, thus thus preventing them from exercising, in particular, their right to develop in accordance with their own needs and interests. Anybody got anything they want to say right now? Because I mean, good gracious alive. So, yeah. What'd you think about that? Oh, thank you, E-Rock.
It's getting real. I'm just muted up, babe, because I want you to have. Oh, I hear you.
All right. I mean, when you see something, chime in with me now, because I don't want to keep just reading and nobody responding in the chat. Y'all come on, respond with me in this chat.
I'm just muted.
Y'all got to hear this. I'm sorry, baby. What'd you say? Sister, you cut out.
I can hear you, darling. Okay. I just have it muted because there's an echo bad with me unmuted. Okay, but I'm here.
Okay, I'm going on. So, recognizing the urgent need to respect and promote the inherent rights of indigenous people, which derive from their political, not the foreigners now, not these immigrants. These immigrants did not do this. That was not their political. It was our political, y'all. It was our economic. We did it. our economics,
That's right.
our social structures, and from their culture, from our cultures, from our spiritual traditions, y'all, from our histories and philosophy, especially our right to our lands and territories and resources. Now, what are we going to do about this? These people know who we is. Now we do.
That's right, sis.
Recognizing also that
They know who
respect.
we is. They scared. But y'all better wake up, wake up, wake up.
Chata Bell, what's going on? You know Mama Chief, don't you, Chata? Recognizing also that respect for indigenous knowledge, cultures, and traditional practices contribute to sustainable and equitable development and proper management of the environment. Now, I need y'all to understand one thing. Every time these people talk about climate control, sustainability, they're talking about us. Global warming, they're talking about us, people. These are, and it's all through this book about sustainability.
That's right. Because we are the atmosphere.
We sustain all these people, y'all. So now we get to the part, this is still in black bold letters when they are recognizing and bearing. Now they say they want to bear in mind. Bearing in mind the progress achieved at the international level in recognizing the rights of indigenous people, especially Convention number 169. Make a note of that. Somebody look for that. Convention number 169 of the International Labor Organization and the United Nations of Declaration of Rights of Indigenous People. Y'all look this stuff up. Put it in your spirit and your heart and your mind and walk and live this. When you living it, your ancestors is living it with you. We're standing on their shoulders. We have that blood, sweat, and tears in us. When I look in my eyes, I see the pain in my ancestors because I got their pictures now. I researched enough to get pictures of my ancestors. And I see the same pain in my eyes that I see in theirs. But I'm here today to say that I'm going to do something about it because I am the fourth generation from my great-grandmother. And right now, I am a great-grandmother with 6 great-grandchildren, and I'm setting up legacy for them. They will not be struggling to find out who they
That's
were.
right.
But I'm leaving it for them. Now,
Yes, sis.
bearing in mind also the progress made in nations of the Americas at the constitutional, come on, y'all better listen to this, legislative and jurisprudential levels to safeguard, to promote, and to protect the rights of the indigenous people. Whoa, y'all, what? Oh man, I'm getting excited up in here. I don't know about nobody else, but I'm by myself. I can holler like I want to.
That's sis.
Y'all.
That's right. Holler like you want to, baby. I'm right with you. I'm just muted. They hear me over here on the radio, though. I'm right with you.
I'm talking about, man, y'all hear this? I mean, what? I'm going to read that again, y'all. Bearing in mind also, now they done bear it in mind up here that the progress
again, baby.
I'm going to read it again. Bearing in mind that the progress achieved at the international level, we supposed to be regulating Congress, y'all. We're out of place and we got enemies in place doing for us and doing against us. Okay, so it's up to us, y'all. Like I said,
look for that to take our place.
And are taking our places. You see the people over there on them people land? They doing it. But it's up to us to correct this because we got it in black and white, y'all. This ain't no racial. This is black and white right here. And it says, bearing also in mind that the progress made in nations of the Americas, every little nation over here in America They made progress at a constitutional and a legislative and a jurisprudential level to safeguard and promote and protect the rights of us. These nations supposed to have done this, y'all. As well as the political will of states to continue their progress toward recognition of the rights of indigenous peoples of the Americas. We are these people that is they talking about.
Right.
So recalling these people sat here in this convention and they was recalling the commitment undertaken by the member of the states, OAS, these members of these states. And they sit here and they recall the commitments, the undertaken by the member states to guarantee. Y'all, what? Where's our guarantees at, y'all? Guarantee to promote.
That's right.
What are they promoting, y'all? Death, rat poison. In 2000 and something, 3000, we just got 2000 and something. Rat poison. How many of y'all got Coumadin in your closet right now? I dare you to go and look. I dare you to go and look at everything in your cosmetic closet and find Coumadin, Coumadin, or either perfume, phthalate. You've been poisoned every day by these people who know who you are. And they supposed to be safeguarding us. When are we going to form our Congress and stand to what we're supposed to be doing for real, for real? When, y'all? Did I spell it wrong, Tom? You did it right. Yeah, okay. Listen, when are we going to stand up and tell these people now we know that y'all been bearing in mind, y'all been recalling, y'all been sitting here doing all this conserving, reaffirming stuff. But, how? I'm sorry, what you say, baby? But they ain't letting us know. They ain't letting us know. They put it in a book.
Baby, it's that echo. I said, you right.
Oh, okay.
Right.
They put it in a book because what they say, they ain't gonna read it. They ain't gonna read it. But we're reading it today, ain't we, y'all? We're reading this book, and it says that they bearing in mind the things that they've done now. They're recalling the commitments, the undertaken by the member state to guarantee, to promote, and to protect the rights and the institutions of the indigenous people, including those undertaken at the 3rd and 4th summits of the Americas. See, they having all these summits, y'all. We don't even be included. What's wrong with us? This is our land. We sitting back, let other people control us, make us be slaves when they supposed to be the slaves. If anybody, they supposed to be providing for us in our land. So I'm telling y'all, this is really serious, and I'm looking at it. Recalling also the universality, inseparability, and the interdependence of human rights recognized under the international law. What we gonna do, y'all? I mean, what we gonna do? Now, these people in this 169th
That's right.
international labor thing, they said they was convinced. Come on, these folks convinced that the recognition of the rights of indigenous people in this declaration will foster harmonious and cooperative relations among states and indigenous people. So they supposed to be working with us in harmonic. Oh boy, y'all. Oh man, I wish y'all could see what I'm looking at. It's crazy.
They done turned it around. They ain't working for us, but they're working against us. taking everything from us to try to assume it like they did our ancestors in the past. But we not standing for that no more. See, we woke. We walking in our strength, life, energies that were passed down from our ancestors. And like Sis said, she in her 4th generation. She trying to make sure she secures everything in her 7 generations. And we are able to do that. We stand strong and we have a foundation and we know exactly what we're doing. Go ahead, Sis.
Yeah, man. Okay. It says, what was that right here? It says that the declaration will foster harmonious and cooperative relations among states and indigenous people based on the principles of justice. Just who? We've been knowing about just us. It was just us all. Let me stop. Justice, though, y'all. Justice. Democracy. What happened to the republic? Democracy. That's what we're under now because of the British. We are in the British. We are under the British rule because of this here congressional rule record in 1940 that brought us back under the British Union. Okay, so now we're under the democracy because the British Union is the democracy. Okay, respect for human rights, non-discrimination, and good faith. So see, when you do certain things, you're supposed to have good faith and credit. But if you don't know about it, you will never have it. Considering they said they was considering the importance of eliminating all forms of discrimination. Goddamn. Excuse me. Y'all please forgive me. They said that they want to get rid of discrimination, y'all.
You good,
discrimination
baby.
Against
you
who?
Good. You good over here.
Discrimination against who? The LGBTQ. Discrimination against who? It ain't about us. Because we have been maimed. We get killed all the time. Don't nobody never talk about it. I mean, what the hell is going on for real? And we got a lot of agents in the midst of us that don't want to help. So what is really going on when we're being discriminated, but these people say they don't want to discriminate against us. They want to get rid of that. And taking into account the responsibility of the states to combat them. So the states, all these states, they're supposed to be combating this. So, but why are they not? Because we as the indigenous people is not enforcing this. This is our business. We're the one that, y'all. I'm over here by myself having a ball, y'all, because I wish y'all could see what I'm looking at, and I wish y'all could get the impact that I'm getting. And I wish y'all could get the impact that I'm getting.
Yes, sis.
Wow, y'all. This is amazing. Wow, y'all. This is
It's
amazing.
beautiful. It's a beautiful time, sis. It's an awesome time. And I know the excitement, babe. Those that don't get it, listen, when we have that private meeting, they gonna get this, sis. They gonna get it. They gonna be boo, jumping, shouting. You talking about shouting and running through the Holy Ghost, like we talked about that Holy Ghost River. You can walk through that Holy Ghost River and catch the Holy Ghost. Go ahead, sis.
Yeah. Okay, it says encouraging states to respect and comply with, as well as effectively implement all their obligations as they apply to indigenous peoples under international instruments. Who know what an instrument is? They got all kind of instruments, y'all. They got negotiable instruments. They got all kind of instruments that we supposed to be using, y'all. We supposed to be using them, not them, but they using them. They using them, and we're not.
And what don't they tell us, sis? Don't they? Ain't they been telling us all the time? They say you got to march to your own drum, march to the beat.
Yeah, beat of your own drum. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got to march to the beat of your own drum. Yep. So these people, they know, and it's up to us to get this business done. All their obligations as they apply to indigenous people under international instruments, and particularly those related to human rights, in consultation and cooperation with the people's concern. Now, sister, so I want you to go in one day, I mean, whenever, on that human, because I'm concerned with that word sometimes. So we,
Yes, yes.
now, section one of the to declare indigenous peoples, indigenous people scope of application. Article 1. This is where I think the lady who was reading about the declaration, I think this is probably some of the stuff that she was doing. So if somebody could let me know when I get the
Okay, sis.
let me know, if when I get to reading it, if y'all recognize any of the things that she said. I appreciate that. Article 1 says the American Declaration on Rights of Indigenous People applies to the indigenous people of the Americas. Number 2, self-identification as indigenous people will be fundamental criteria for determining to whom this declaration applies. States shall respect the right to such self-identification as indigenous, whether individually or collectively, in keeping with the practices and institutions of each indigenous people, excuse me, not person, people, my apologies. Article 2, states recognize and respect the multicultural and multilingual character of indigenous people who are an integral part of their society. Article 3, indigenous people have the right to self-determination. By virtue of that right, they freely determine their political status and freely pursue their economic, social, and cultural development. Anybody did all that? And did we get to do all that, or was it told to us what to do? Okay. Article 4. Nothing in this declaration may be interpreted as implying for any state, people, group, or person any right to engage in any activity or to perform in any act contrary to the chapter of the OAS, Organization of American States, or the charter of the United Nations, or construed as authorizing or encouraging any action which would dismember or impair total or in part the territorial integrity or political unity of sovereign and independent states. Every time these people approach me, they want to know, am I sovereign? Because how I talk to them. They get offended. They wants to know, am I trying to be something like a Moor to put me on a BIE list or something? Because I have a way to speak to them to let them know I know what I'm doing. But they don't want us to be sovereign. But this book says we are, But shall I go on, you guys, or y'all want me to start reading? Let me hear from the chat.
Yes. Keep going, baby.
Can I hear from the chat? What y'all think?
Keep going. Let's get it. Come on with it. Y'all know I'm
Right,
kind of
here we
muted
go.
up over here so we don't have this bad echo and delay. Let's get it, guys.
All right, here we go. Section 2, human rights and collective rights. Article 5, full effect and observance of human rights. Indigenous peoples and individuals have the right to the full employment of all human rights and fundamental freedoms, as recognized in the Charter of the United Nations, the Charter of the OAS, Organization of American States, and international human rights law. So them three things, y'all, them three things. Article 6, collective rights. As a people, collective. Individuals, people have collective rights that are indispensable for their existence. Wow. Well-being and integral development as peoples. In that regard, states recognize and respect the right of the indigenous people to their collective action. Now, right there, when they say states, do y'all understand what that means? They talking about these collective states that call themselves colonized. What we're under this the jurisdiction of these people, right? And the international human rights. Okay. I'm sorry, I lost my space right here. I'm right here. Indigenous people have the collective rights that are indispensable for their existence, well-being, and integral development as people. In that regard, states recognize and respect the right of indigenous people to their collective action. So we're supposed to be respected here, y'all, to their juridical, social, political, and economic systems or institutions, to their own cultures. We have a right to what we believe, y'all. We have a right to what we want to live by, how we want to do things, to use their own tongue
right.
and language. We can use our own tongue and language, y'all, and to their land, territories, and resources. These are our resources. We're paying for resources. We're paying for air and water. It's ridiculous what they're doing to us, and we're not standing in these declarations. It's not their fault. It's our fault. And once we hear it and don't abide and do something, it's worse our fault.
Period. Know who you are.
Yes. Okay. So states shall promote with the full and effective participation of indigenous people the harmonious coexistence to the rights and systems of different population groups and cultures. They must recognize, y'all. Article 7. This is finna be good, y'all. Y'all better pay attention. This is about gender. See, they had all this in place, y'all. They prepared to do this. It says gender equality. Indigenous women have the right to the recognition, protection, and enjoyment of all human rights and fundamental freedoms provided for in international law, free from discrimination of any kind. States recognize that violence against indigenous people and individuals, particularly women, hinders or nullifies the enjoyment of all human rights and fundamental freedom. You see that? They talking about indigenous folk. It nullifies the enjoyment of all human rights, and we ain't right. That's what they just said to me. But
that's what I heard, sis. That's what I heard, baby.
But
Yeah.
it look like they got the right that we supposed to have, but they, it look like they wow, that's crazy. But okay, it says number 3, states shall adopt, in conjunction with the indigenous people, the necessary measures to prevent and eradicate all forms of violence and discrimination, particularly against indigenous women and children. That's not what we got, though, y'all. I'm sorry. This book, what I done read, I ain't seen none of this happen. I don't know about y'all. Yeah, y'all might be living in a different time and space and all that than me, but I ain't seen none of this. Out of all this I done read, I ain't seen us in place of doing none of this. I'm sorry. And it's disgusting. Now, Article 8.
Right.
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting, sis, that we not standing in what we supposed to be standing in, and we need to be aware of who we are.
You went out, sis. You cut out, sis, but I'm going to go ahead and keep going, okay? Article, it says Article 13. Is that right? 8. I'm sorry, 8. Article 8. Right to belong to indigenous people. Indigenous individuals and communities have the right to belong to one or more indigenous people. So we don't have to belong to one tribe, y'all. Y'all heard that? Yeah, that inky paper is what it is. Copper Ma. Yes, ma'am. Did y'all see that? Indigenous individuals and
Right.
communities have the right to belong
Indigenous individuals and communities have the right to belong
to one or more indigenous people in accordance with the identity, traditions, customs, and systems of belonging to each people. No discrimination of any kind may arise from the exercise of such a right. Article 9, judicial personality. States shall recognize full the judicial personality of indigenous people, not the courthouse. It's saying indigenous people have judicial right, personality right. Respecting indigenous forms of organization and promoting the full exercise of the rights recognized in this declaration. This is commerce. This is regulating our world. This is not being regulated by foreigners, which we are being done as I speak. Even me. Absolutely. So, Article 10 says rejection of assimilation, y'all. We can reject that. We don't have to assimilate. Indigenous people have the right to maintain,
That's right.
express, and freely develop their cultural identity in all respects, y'all. Free from any external attempt to assimilate. Number 2 of that, states shall not carry out, adopt, support, or favor any policy of assimilation of indigenous people or of destruction of their culture. Yo, what? Boy, y'all just don't know. This right here is hard on me over here. Because I'm looking at this stuff. I got this book, but I ain't never read it and did this right here. And this is really disturbing to me.
That's all
Because
right,
I'm
sis.
seeing
Let's get it. Yes, babe.
stuff.
Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out.
Did y'all see that? These people don't supposed to be doing what they're doing to us. Okay, here we go. They shall not now, they shall not or favor any policy of assimilation of indigenous people or of destruction of their culture. Where is our culture? Okay. Article 11, protection against genocide, Tony. They don't supposed to be putting rat poison in our stuff,
These are
y'all.
all treasonous crimes.
Y'all, and we are the ones
Treasonous
that's supposed to
crimes.
regulate this. We supposed to regulate it. What we gonna do about it, y'all?
Treasonous.
We need to come together and fight these people. We got rights. It's right here in black and white. It says here that we supposed to be protected against genocide. And they putting rat poison in our stuff. You know what? Listen, y'all. Look at this video on YouTube later on when you get a chance. Look at it with your lineage. It's called Mouse Utopia. And in that, you will see how they set up communities. They set up the community like a ghetto and one with like the rich. And they put these rats in the ghetto in these communities. They made these real communities, big places, and put a bunch of rats in them. And they said, and put one where they would have everything they need, where they wouldn't be struggling like the pale skins, they'd be like that. And then they put some more over there where they'd be like us. They struggling, they ain't got no food, they in cramped up places. Hey, they those like that. They turn to be homosexual, turn to murdering each other, turn to doing all kind of wicked stuff. Rats. And then they took those same rats and they tested them with rat poison, with Coumadin, with stuff, and those rats got tumors. They grew ears on the back of on their back. All kind of stuff happened to these rats. But that's the same stuff happening to us. What's going on, my son, Cho? How you doing, love? Love you much still. Listen, let me tell y'all, these people gave us these diseases. So now when they ask me, do we have this in my family? No, not before 1492, So it's like none of these diseases was ever ours. They induced them to us by testing on these rats. This thing been going on for over 60-something years. Planned Parenthood is an offshoot of this genocide. And they say what? Protect against genocide? What are we going to do about it? This is our land. They are imposters. Listen, we got work to do. We need to be cranking up. Ooh, let me stop. I bet not. I'm gonna say it, damn it. We need to be cranking up all of these what these things that they done put up in here for us to burn up our dead. We need to be cranking them up and doing like Hitler did. We need to clean up our land, y'all, because they're planning to do us if we don't do them. They doing it to us.
Say it, mama.
We're gonna have to get to be what we want to defend our own. See, because like I said, my 6 great-grandchildren, their children gonna be the first of the next 7 generations. Now I done learned that my ancestors said, prepare for the 7th generation. I'm the 4th from my great-grandma. Man, what you talking about? That's 7. Then they 7. I'm preparing, and I don't want to leave a world like it is right now and think my baby's gonna be all right. So, y'all, this genocide is big.
Right.
And that's why I'm really
here today. Right.
Now I'm finna shut the book up on this one, because this is when it's finna get real good, because the genocide is just it just blow my mind. Indigenous people have the right not to be the object of any form of genocide or attempts to exterminate them. Y'all hear that? This is diabolical what has happened to us. Okay? Now, Article 12 says guarantees against racism, racial discrimination, xenophobia, and related intolerance. Y'all listen, I don't know whether I can stop yet. But yeah, listen. I'm enjoying this, y'all. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate being here, Sister Soul. I appreciate everybody in this chat right now, because I haven't been out here in a minute. And wow, it's been real. But
yes,
I just want to know a little bit.
It's awesome. I'm loving it.
Thank you, sister. Appreciate you much. I just want to change a little bit off of that, because I got to the part that really made me realize why I'm here. Okay? And I'm here because of the genocide of our people. Okay?
Quick.
Yes.
Chief?
Yes, ma'am.
Chief Warrior?
Yes, ma'am.
Chief Warrior?
Can you hear me?
We're not about to end, but we are. Yes, can you hear me? We're not about to end, darling, but we're about to just close out on the radio. Just wanted to let you give your last words. We're closing out on the main radio, darling, and we're going to continue on. Did you have anything you wanted to say? Just have them keep tuned in to next program on some of this information, darling. We're going to continue the program. Obviously, I'm just closing out on main radio right now.
That's cool. Yes, ma'am.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to SiStar Souls Talk About It segment on on the main radio. We were with so much pertinent information. If you guys don't have a chance to tune into the rest of this program, I will be playing it on a pre-recording. You'll be able to hear the rest of this information at a later date. Today, our guest was Chief Woya Talisa, better known as Mama Chief, and for all her insight. And she is going to continue on with our conversation, guys. But thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys are tuning in Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time to Sister Soul on the main radio. You guys have a good night. We are out.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
All right, Chief, go ahead, darling. I'm going to mute up for a second so you can go ahead and proceed. I apologize for interrupting.
Oh, no, that was beautiful. Thank you. No, I just wanted to touch in on this rat poison, y'all, because a lot of people might not know, but this rat poison situation is very serious. I don't know whether anybody knows Tomahawk Tony, but that is one of my very good friends. I call him a son, a grandson, whatever you want, but he's a very good brother. And I told him about a situation a while back that I was going through a health issue. A lot of the sisters knew about it. I ended up being ostracized for being bald-headed, but it's all good because I'm healthy. I'm healing, and I've created my own life to heal myself. So, I tell anybody, if you're on medicine, get off the medicine and heal yourself, okay? But I want to bring, Sister Soul, that health is, health is wealth. But the product that I used was called African Pride. And as I spoke earlier, that if someone go and look in their closet, in their cosmetic, and look in their ingredients, they're going to find these ingredients in their product. I promise you, I got a bucket of them in there that I never use again because I know what's in them, So I used this product 4 years ago, and I'm still suffering today. It took out all my hair, made me have blood clots in my body, made me bruise all over, gave me chronic pain. I mean, I was in so much pain. It was just like, but I had to continue to do health, herbals, and just do a lot of stuff to try, heal myself. But when I tell you that these people are not responsible, they're not taking the responsibility for what they've done to us. And that is the diabolical, real genocide right there, that they have put rat poison. See, first of all, they give you vitamin K at birth. Vitamin K thickens your blood. It makes me wonder if vitamin K is really a vitamin or if it's just a poison, because they've induced it in our bodies from birth. And then they had the option to induce it in our soil to put it in our food. Mm-hmm. Vitamin D, vitamin E, all of those substances are fake, y'all. And I'm telling you now, look at the ingredients. You'll see it got sand and glass in it. Ain't none of them vitamins what they say. They had people taking that vitamin C and D. And man, that stuff is poison. I've done the research, and I'm coming back to share with y'all and show you, because I got it. But when I tell you to research, do not continue to use these products that these people are making. These women want to put plastic hair in their scalp and go to sleep with it in their head and lay around and walk around all day with PVC pipe in their scalp. That's diabolical.
Murderous.
Do you understand what I'm saying? There is nowhere in the world we're supposed to be walking around with PVC pipe in our hair or putting glue on our eyes. I mean, it's some things that these people have made for us, and we have taken them as entertainment and that they good because we didn't know that we had some people around us that really hated us that much. But now that we know, what are we gonna do about it? See,
that's right.
I changed everything. I don't buy Phthalate toothbrushes. The toothbrush, the plastic toothbrush is poison. Every time you stick it in your mouth, you're sticking Phthalate in your mouth. And see, these are things that we are not aware of, but we need to start being aware so we can create our own stuff.
That's right.
I mean, I buy bamboo stuff now. I don't even use the plastic spoons no more because I've been poisoned. You know, once you've been poisoned, then you don't want to continue to poison yourself. But most of the time, look like our people just continue to walk head on into the damn brick wall. But it's time now for us to wake up and take our own life in our hand, because we've given too much power to the enemy. And believe you me, it ain't black and white.
That's right.
These enemies look like us, and they sitting around in our face. And to tell you the truth, Noble Drew Ali, them folks told this to me. Said that, yeah, they all up and they sleep with us and everything. Where my book at?
Putting that nitrogen in y'all blood. That's what they're doing, mixing with that nitrogen, that's radium, and getting all this confusion up in your mind, your brain. You talking about a straight poisoning. Huh?
Right.
That's the real poison. And they won't believe that. I talk about that, man. People like, yeah, sister so crazy shit. Y'all better know it. I'd rather be crazy than insane.
Y'all do know that half of the folks that we listen to on music came up out of Malachi York, right? Y'all do know that, right? Half of these folks that did music came straight up out of Malachi Z. York outfit. And
all these actresses.
all these circus people, see.
Circus
They're
clowns.
the circus people. Circus clown, yeah. Yeah. So I got 2 books right here. I'm gonna show y'all some out of 2 books. Can I show y'all some out of these 2 books right
yes,
here?
Yes, go ahead. You gonna turn the screen on? I'll put it on the screen.
No,
so
I can't. You remember I can't do the screen. I wish I could.
Okay.
I wish I could, but we'll do
you
it another time.
Okay.
Huh?
Oh, I was gonna say you can like turn your camera on if you just want to show something real quick, and then like put it on the screen through your camera.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
Yeah,
yeah, I do. I do know.
Okay, let me put you on solo screen when you get it up there, babe. Yep, let's do it. All right.
Let me see. Okay. But it won't let me turn the camera. Okay, hold on. Okay. Yeah.
There you go.
Can you see that?
Yep, we can see it.
Okay. Now this book right here comes from this one right here. Okay, these master teachers, right? Can y'all see that?
Yep.
That's a master teacher, right?
Mm-hmm. They say they master teacher.
They're one of their master teachers. But look what he talk about. Look what he said right here, the devil. Right? He say, Almighty Allah. Well, I ain't gonna use all that shit, but anyway, he said, Almighty God and the nation and the nation of Islam elsewhere, Asia. Look, he tell you where they at now. In Asia and Africa, y'all. He telling you where they at. Okay? Check it out now. He say, are grieved and hurt to the heart to see you walking into the trap your enemies, the devils, have. You know, they always say the white man was the devil, right? Right. This is what he always said, right? Have and still are setting for you. I am your sincere brother with the truth from your God and mine, which means your very life and your future, or your children and nations of black men. There they go, black men and women. The truth being, see, they never say there's some Africans. See?
Right. Exactly.
Black. They didn't never say Aboriginal Indian. They was always trying to, short tell the truth over here. Okay? He said the truth being, right, the truth being that you should know your enemies and their tricks being played on the world of our kind. Black folks. Will you listen and read the truth? He said, do not take what I am teaching and writing lightly. It is the truth from your God. We know about them coming over there, right? And you shall soon bear me witness that it is the truth. The God said to me that we are living in the end of the world and white rule, a race whom they God has made manifest to you and me as being real devils. Okay, right there, I'm gonna stop. He portrays to us that the white man is the devil, right?
That's right.
Now, this
Picture.
book right here,
Oh,
can you see that one?
yes, ma'am.
This is Dr. Malachi Z. York, the grand. He was. He said right here, I have devoted
Grand
my
Wizard,
visit.
huh?
He said, I have devoted my visit to this planet, to the resurrection of the mentally dead, which
Mm.
I affectionately refer to as mummies. Never did I know that the evil one had done such a great job with these people, both mentally and physically, as to have them hate self and kind. My greatest dilemma and hindrance has been the black devil. Come on,
The black devil.
the
The
black devil,
black devil.
the
Since I've
black
been telling them
devil.
that black seed, man, they got the black seed, been planted all over the land, trying to take over with that black seed. Come on now, sis, bring it out. Bring it out, baby.
I told you. I told you. The black
Bring it
devil.
out.
Now, see, this man tried to make us think the white man. It was these black devils over
Mm-hmm.
here mixing in with us, telling us that they was us,
Yep.
signing treaties, doing this, selling our land, doing this shit.
Yep.
Okay? Now,
Them
he said,
Moors.
there they go. He said, them black devils, he said, born among, check this out though, born among you. Look at that, y'all. Born among you and by you. Married to you, socializing with you, praying in the same sacred house of worship as you, but secretly they have a spiritual pact with the devil,
Secretly.
which makes it near impossible for them to totally surrender. Their very nature won't let them. It's in their seed from, and they got some scriptures go along with it, and you can see it.
In that
It's
black
not
seed,
about
they can't
race.
get away from that black seed, baby.
It's not about race. When it comes to the devil, it ain't about no race, y'all. But for the few chosen and the many called. Now, I sift to find those beings that wish to become one with the supreme mother. And I put mother in there because these niggas want to say father. It's the mother. The
Exactly.
universe is the mother. That's the only living, giving, loving thing is a mama. Come on, y'all. We got to get back to mother. They brought this patriarchal bullshit over here. These Moors, they said that was what they came to do. They came to make sure that the potter be there. See, we are the powers that be, y'all. It's up to us to stand up to this. I'm in the house and I'm ready for this battle. I'm not sitting down and I'm not stopping. I'm here to fight.
True matriarch. That's right, mama. That's right. Them black seeded demons. I keep telling y'all. Keep playing with it. Come right on in talking about, oh, it's okay. We can act like it's this and that. And, just come on, blend on in. All that blended shit, that's what get us fucked up every time. If y'all don't understand that and don't get that and don't see that by now, our ancestors done went through this so many freaking times, y'all. How many times we going to fall for that? Oh, let's just let this part. Oh, we could just ease this part. Oh, this is okay. We'll just blend it on there. Yeah, we could just let this part slide. Yo, come on now. Get it together. We too smart for that right now. We too smart for that right now. We ain't finna be playing games with these people. We got to know what we doing. Come on now.
Yes, indeed, Iraq. I'm winding it down, y'all. I don't know what y'all, I'm just so happy to be here, and I'm glad everybody. I hope I said something to make us wake up, or I hope I helped and didn't hurt. I really am here for the upbuilding and the movement of our people, y'all. I always been.
That's right. That's right. And I appreciate you, darling. I know you've been up here for a minute. You've probably been doing some things that you're a little tired. If you're ready to get off, that's fine. If you want to talk a few more minutes, it's up to you. I appreciate the time you came and shared with us and going over everything. The information was fire. We really appreciate your energy, all your information. You already welcome anytime, so we'll definitely have you back. And yeah,
And
I'm
I will
astounded.
definitely be back. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Yes.
D. Thank you, True. E-Rock. I appreciate all y'all for being in here with me. This is really my first time really back out here with you guys, and I miss you. I want you to know that. But I've been busy taking care of business and trying to handle this. So I love you guys, and thank you for having me. I'm going to jump out and be in the chat,
Definitely,
sis.
definitely.
I love you and thank you.
All right, baby. Love you too, beautiful. I appreciate you. You already know, y'all. We're gonna hear a song or two. We about to get into some more of this, the treaty, the Six Nation Treaty, guys, that we were doing a little bit on last night. Let's try to read a little bit of that. I'm gonna take like a minute or so, play one little song, guys, and we're gonna go from there. Let's do that. Turn the Bluetooth back on, get y'all some nice sound.
Power on.
And we about to get to it. We ready. Yeah, let's get back into a little more reading today. We got out of here with hour and 15 minutes. I can give y'all a little more. It ain't too long. Read a little bit more. Nice, good bill. Y'all know how I like it. Shout out to Huey P. I'm gonna play one of my favorites from Huey P. Black Arabian Nights. Let's get it. I don't know why this thing ain't connect. Let me see.
Bluetooth.
There we go.
Yeah, connive all in the game, all in the game. It's all in the game. Game of the streets, game of survivors, game of the hustlers, game of connivers. It's all in the game. Game of the streets, game of survivors, game of the hustlers, game of connivers. It's all in the game. Game of the streets, game of
They
survivors.
got the game going, but we running it. We about to run the game. We the chess players around here. I think we ain't.
It's all in black and red. Get nice, we riding on horseback, playing up in y'all know Alicia Keys on the track. Instant ace, the wax that put the men that's on the track. Wouldn't have figured so they hit the dope, they when they ran the track. We poured the coca leaves and we whipped it in the crack. Looking navigator, put the nation on the map. Invested in real estate, I'm trying to buy the block back. Yeah, that's generational wealth, how we fall, no cap. Blood residue on my fingertips, look like tree sap. The Hennessy bottle hit the
Y'all know this my fire. Shout out to Huey P. Arabian Nights. It's a Maybach.
Godfather of soul, just a big payback. The strings like Boosie Collins, she with ease on a hi-hat. Walking the tightrope, in the circus, it's a hi-hat.
Gracious to Mama Chief, y'all. We appreciate her with that info. Y'all better get with me. Our meeting going down. If you're not in there, y'all not gonna hear this private information. We can't discuss everything on YouTube. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna tell y'all no more. It's serious right now. All love.
As a younger roaming the streets, candy flipping nickels and dimes was started. Coca-Cola bottle tops and trying to see a quarter ski. Negotiating wholesale prices to get a lower fee. Before I hit the court, I ball. Skip the lawyer fee. Trying to see residual incomes, talking royalty. Trying to get the bite to eat the milk spoiled things. Roaches in a box of cereal, call them loitering. These are building blocks, grandpa.
They the loiterers on our land. Loitering. Hey, walking on water. That's your spirit ignited in that flame. Play with it. Hey, the first book. The living word, the waters came through the canal. What? That real womb, ionic womb, melanated ether. That fire ether. It's all in the game. Streets game of survivors. Oh yeah. Game of cannabis. It's all in the game. Game of the streets game of survivors. Game of the hustlers. Game of cannabis. It's all
It's all in the game, put the game up on the board. Words, hear me, Lord. Even if I didn't have to be on the board, him and Mitch been the big debris. All I want to do is be me. I do pretty easy. Even if I hadn't didn't listen easy. I was a nigga with attitude. Crazy. Hear me, man, I was words with
Amazing. That's you, that's you, that's you. Hey.
The sunshine, hear me, man, I rhyme. Drinking the wine, hear me eating the bread alone. Hear me, man, I'm an overdose. And you know that I've been dope. Every word I quote, float on the waters like the boat.
Floating on the waters like the water. We part of the water. We all of that ether. You better know it. We run it. We run it. We the chess players. We the real chess players. The wooden pieces.
Game of the streets, king of survivors, king of the hustlers, king of canals, in the game of the streets, king of survivors, king of the hustlers, king of connivers. It's all in the game. King of survivors,
Oh yeah.
game of connivers.
It's all in the game.
King of survivors, king of the
Oh no, 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 no. It's all in the game. Spit tank, spit tank. Hey, y'all don't feel that energy. Y'all don't feel that energy. Hey, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, y'all know your girl done got in the groove. We got to hear one more now. I can't shut it down like that. I'ma read one more from my boy right quick. King Isaiah spitting real quick to the lost generations. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
It's a lost generation. We starving for greatness. We hardly can make it, and truth is a pill that we hardly can take. Look at our generation, walking lost in this matrix. Praying God come and save them. You'll do it for yourself if you really want to help. Otherwise, it'd be hard to escape to the lost generation. It's a lost generation. We starving for greatness. We hardly can make it, and truth is a pill that we hardly can take. Look at our generation, walking lost in this matrix. Praying God come and save them. That's how you'll do it for yourself if you really want to help. Otherwise, it'd be hard to escape to the lost generation. When everything's fun and games, we drink and we smoke just to numb the pain. We scream for the cops when the brother gets shot.
We be going through it, but we got this shit, yeah.
These fucking game shit. We gotta do something, man. They label us black, our history snatched. We don't even know where the fuck we came from. They gave you another name, watched it and gave you another brain.
What?
To be scholars,
Gave you another brain.
You gotta realize this a fucking game. So
Watch your
make sure
brain.
you play it right. When you give it your all, you sleep when you lay at night. I am a ray of light. That's an affirmation, something that you can say alright. I hope this word get exposed. I swear this cycle's getting old. How we giving all our
Say it, Empress. You already know. This that fire.
This world is so cold. Think to myself like, damn, sometimes I don't want to have babies. Like, damn, what they gonna have faith in? I guess all I can say is, damn, this a lost generation. We starving for greatness. We hardly can make it, and truth is a pill that we hardly can take. Look at our generation.
We there though. We there though. We there though. We ain't lost, baby. We ain't lost. Hey.
We starving for greatness. We hardly can
It's
make
our
it.
time.
It's a pill
Think of
that we
that.
hardly can take. Look at our generation, walking lost in this matrix. Praying God come and save you. You'll do it for yourself if you really want to help. Otherwise, it'd be hard to escape with a lost generation. Where youngest be selling us dope and politicians sell us hope. We never noticed all the power we got now.
They hope is dope. They hope is dope.
What my people died for was giving
Poison to the mind. Believe in anything they say.
So just find yours. It's different meanings of freedom. You need to define yours. Republic or Democrat, I don't get into that. They gotta give us back our voice. Cause how can the president speak for me? Clean up the
we are the government. We are the government.
If I thought that, then
we are the Senate. We the seats of the House.
They use the air, food, and water as weapons for harming my essence. It's time that we check. I need my people to help me. The time is now. We need plans. But we ain't got no hope, so we apply, don't vote, and say, y'all don't know, just keep praying. Damn, it's a lost generation. We starving for greatness. We hardly can make it, and truth is a pill that we hardly can take. Look at our generation. Walking lost in this matrix. Praying God come and save you. You'll do it for yourself if you really want to help. Otherwise, it'd be hard to escape. You're the lost generation. It's a lost generation. We starving for greatness. We hardly can make it, and truth is a pill that we hardly can take. Look at our generation. Walking lost in this matrix. Praying God come and save you. You'll do it for yourself if you really want to help. Otherwise, it'd be hard to escape. You're the lost generation.
I think that if you take one of the O's are good, it's God. If you had a D to evil, it's the devil. I think some cool motherfuckers sat down a long time ago and said, let's figure out a way we can control motherfuckers. And that's what they do. It's the Bible. Because if the guy wrote the Bible, I'm sure it would have been a revised copy by now. You know what I mean? Because a lot of shit has changed. And I've been looking for this revised copy, and I don't see it.
Man, let me stop right now. I get the DJ, and y'all know we won't get no reading in. Hold on. Let me just put the Bluetooth away. Let me be good. Y'all know how it go. Let me make sure I'm in there. What's going on? What's up, he who is? Peace, brother. Peace. Yes. Y'all know we got to put that music to the side because we'll be blowing it out. I'll be like, hey, I'm DJing right now. That part. All right, guys, let's get to it. So we started reading this last night, right? If whoever didn't see last night's program, you really need to check it out. It was like phenomenal. The information was astounding. Really stating everything, proof and verifying everything, all the different fruits and herbs and everything that came from here, everything that we had, the things that we were cultivating, even went over the information showing the railroad that was here. You know, they come here, they so stupid. This the crazy part. We was cracking up on the book, right? It's telling me about, oh yeah, they had the railroad system here. They're living in straw huts. Really? They living in straw huts, but they done built the whole railroad system? Come on now. You know they dumb. You know they so stupid. You have to just laugh at these idiots sometimes. This is how they tell on themselves. Because idiocy, right? Sometimes when people are dumb and stupid in their mind, trying to figure out something that they can try and get over on somebody, they don't have the imagination to conjure up anything that makes much sense. Or anybody that has a common sense, they would be able to recognize right away. So they'll use these things against us. You feel me? But listen, we are on top of it. Let's get into it. So we left off yesterday reading, after we read about Nebraska and our 50 million acres. The 50 million acres, that just was phenomenal, right? 50 million acres. They like, come on, you guys, let's ship them in and ship in all these immigrants, and they could just get all this land for $1.25 an acre. Like, what? Y'all did that? Like, this was y'all's? Like, y'all had the right to do something like that? Yeah. So we kind of read a little bit last night. After we read that, we came over here. Let's see. Let's get into some of this. We read a little bit of what happened in the treaty when they were sitting down with these people and just having to go along with force, basically, to go along with it. It showed, actually, I don't want to go and read it back again, guys, but if you didn't check it out, it actually showed us how they came over and forced the religion, using the religion. They told them, hey, you know, what good is it to have all these riches on this land and, you know, have all these great things on earth when you can die and be with Jesus? So basically they forced them into the religion. After they got them into the religion and had them praying to Jesus, then they kill them, you know. So it was like really crazy to me. But yeah, either way, you don't need the riches here on the land. Just take the riches in heaven. This is where all this came into effect, pushing on their Christianity on them. You know, they kind of fell for it. It was like absurd to me, like crazy. But yeah, hold on a second. Okay. Now, the deputies of the Six Nations, having at their last visit agreed to release their claim to all the land on both sides of the river, the Subquabana, as far south as this province extends, and to the northward to those called the Indels Mountains or the Kittatinny Mountains, in confederation whereof they then received a large quantity of valuable Indian goods for the lands situated on the eastern side of the said river, but declined at that time to receive any of those on the western side of the said river. Shifting to uh, to to differ the same till another visit. A large number arrived from. Here we go with these. Whoo, y'all! I be trying to just flow through it without having to misinterpret these letters and words, but they get difficult sometimes. Okay, a large number arrived from these nations at Philadelphia on Wednesday, the 30th of June, with deputies duly empowered to receive the said goods. The acquainted the governor that being weary from the fatigue of their long journey, they should crave 3 or 4 days to rest themselves before they proceed to their Bushnells. In the meantime, they would wait on the governor to discourse according to their usual method about news and their occurrences. With the governor readily agreed and asked them when they would choose to pay their first visit, which they desired. Not, let me see, which they desiring. I think that's desiring. Which they're desiring might be on Friday, the 2nd of July in the afternoon. And the council was accordingly summoned and met at Mr. Logan's house, where there were present the Honorable George Thomas, Esquire, Lieutenant Governor James Logan, Clement Plunzo, Samuel Hassel, Abraham Taylor, Samuel Preston, Thomas Lawrence, Ralph Alshia, and Robert Strethel. Okay. The chiefs of the Six Nations with the chiefs of the Shawanese, the chief of the Shawanese nation, the Kanasatago, the Anandago chief, the speaker, Conrad Weiser, the interpreter. So they had an interpreter at the time to, go through everything. I guess when they were doing the congressional meetings there, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Let me see what's going on. Let me check in with my chat real quick. Peace, guys. Peace, whoever came in. Hard Rock, what's going on, brother? Peace to you. Peace to you. Indigenous. That's sis. I'm talking about indigenous. Yes, sis. I see. Yes, much appreciation to you once again, sis, for bringing that fire. Yes, I can't wait to our next conversation, so we can dig even deeper. Okay, let me get back to the book. Okay, it says, brethren, the proprietor having purchased certain lands from the nations about 6 years ago. How did they purchase lands from the nation? We know that's a lie. A moiety of what was agreed to be given in consideration. That's not true. I believe they did have land that they allowed them to have, which was along the river, which is how they infiltrated in the first place. So maybe that's what they're talking about. Agreed to be given in the consideration of that purchase was at that time delivered to them, and the other being at their own desire left in the proprietor's hands. He pressed you by Shikalami to send last year for it, and would have been glad to have been you and taken you by the hand before his departure. But as the design of this meeting is to hear your news and the converse together in a free and friendly manner, I shall say no more about the goods than they have lie already at the proprietor's house, and will be delivered when you shall have sufficiently rested from the fatigue of your journey. The chief of the Anandagos spoke, and this is what he said: brethren, we propose to rest 4 days and then come to the main Bushnells. At present, we are at a private conference about news, and have something of this sort to mention to our brother Onas. And on the governor's signifying, they would be glad to know what it was, and the chief proceeded. Now, this is another important thing for you guys to know. You see here where it says that the conference about the news, and it said, and it had something of this sort to mention to the brother, and the governor signifying they would be glad to know. So this is another, we read many times about, we had our governors. They came in acting like, oh, they proposed the government. Hold on, we had that shit all in place. Come on now, they had meeting houses. Remember, guys, we read in the other book. I have to keep reminding you guys. In the other book we read about a week and a half ago, remember, I think, it was telling us how everything was set up. They had the Congress, that the elders of the tribes, um, the elders of the tribes were the Senate. It literally had their titles, their labels, everything that was going on. So we know that they were handling their own business. We had our own government, everything. They just came in and started mocking everything, took it over like they do every damn thing, like we seen in the lands. What did they do in Nebraska last night? What did it tell us? They told us they came, they seen 50 million acres of land. They came, they built up these five land buildings for surveillance or whatever. People started going to the places. They were so desperate to sell land that wasn't theirs. They was going to the people. Oh, if you can't travel to meet us, just let us know. We'll get it set up for you. Like what? What? You can't even get here to claim a damn land. Y'all want to give it away to somebody that ain't even here. Y'all already giving our shit away to the immigrants. Man, that was so absurd. Do you hear me? Okay. Brethren, it is our way when we come to our brethren or any other persons whom we live in the strict friendships with. They said strict. I wonder why they said that. We live in strict friendship with, to remove all obstructions to good understanding, with the view we are to inform you of a piece of disagreeable news that happened in our journey. Some they wasn't with. Here we go. Some white people, some white people living at a place called Kanagochigo, whose names we cannot tell, nor whether they belong to this or the neighboring government. They just remember they was just shipping people in. This how they did. They was like, yeah, we're gonna move people in. We're gonna start moving them out. They was wondering what's going on. So this is where it looks like what happened is they were like, hold on, y'all. We seen these white people over here. They living in a place, and we don't know these people's name, and we don't even know if they belong there. We don't even know if they part of our government. We got a government. We got a system going on around here. You can't just come lay way and just be where you want to be. That's why we told y'all to be over there by the rivers and shit. Y'all keep y'all place over there. Da da da. It's like y'all just study moving in. Y'all just got y'all people coming all over the place. Be like, hold on, bro. What's going on? Is y'all hearing this? Y'all hearing this? They was straight playing with it, trying to play. Man, come on. Come on. They was playing with them. Let's finish going. Because, man, y'all know I'm going to get annoyed thinking about how these idiots be doing shit. Okay. But one of them, as we heard, had his house burnt over his head some years ago. And he was brought down as a prisoner and committed to the goal of the city. So that means he must have been a servant or servitude. He had to have been supposedly under some type of servitude if that was the case, right? So why was he over in this area? So boom, if y'all recall, we were taught, maybe a week ago, we were reading, they were talking about they were coming in, and when they were doing things in the lands or whatever, it was like a lot of mischief. People was, acting bad. They weren't used to people lying, stealing, being perverts, all this weird shit started going on around the land, and they looking like, damn, where all this shit come from? All these weird ass people coming in doing all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't with it. They wasn't feeling none of that. So our people was like, come on, this is like getting to be too much around here. So obviously these people were coming in and just trying to make their way, and they were bringing them in. They would, hey, y'all, come on, y'all go through, y'all can get this land, just do this, do that. But they had servitude to the people that brought them in. You know what I'm saying? It was all a game. So check this out. These people lighting up our young warriors as they were hunting, made some proposals about the purchasing of land from them. So they're gonna reach out to some of the young warriors that got land. See, look, the young warriors had land back then, because they had like what the sis was talking about. They had two, like what, in a 2 mile radius. There were like so many people in a 2 mile radius, right? And they came from a land where it was like 500 some people in a mile radius, right? So they cluttered and shit. So they get over here, they see all this land. This was definitely like liquid gold. We also read, remember that they said the trees were connected with vines, the fruits and berries. Shit, you just walking down the street, fruits and everything just hanging from the trees. You just grabbing it, eating and shit. They came in, they disrupted all that, trying to, take over and take the stuff so they can go sell it somewhere else, and just removing everything from the damn land. What's wrong with these people? Taking the air and making it filthy. Did they know that everything was being filtrated through us? Did y'all hear sis when she was just talking about the carbon? When she was reading at the emissions, that's us. That literally is us. We have the carbon. We are the damn carbon. Shit, it's common sense. We're the carbon. What I tell y'all, the breath of life, you have the breath. This is why when you talk and speak things into existence, the manifestations come from what you are saying. We have the pit of your belly, right? When you're talking, you can feel it, right? And then when you bring that up and it comes through your torso, it comes through all of your chakra, and you voice it through your throat chakra, it comes out of your mouth. That is a carbon emission. That is a molecule, an atomic molecule that actually formulates things that you have spit out. You know how I tell you, when you spew things out of your mouth, this is the formulation of things that you materialize. This is the manifestation. I mean, come on, guys. Let's think about it. So they came in disrupting all that, all the natural manifestations that the earth was providing, all the natural cleansing that the earth provided, all the vines and the weeds and everything. They were talking about all it was like 136 different types of grass. There's a reason for that. There were filtration systems, everything that the earth had naturally to keep things right. The craziness of the shit, right? Crazy. Let's keep reading. It says, and our young men being indiscreet and unacquainted with public business, check this shit out, talking about how they took advantage. Our young men being indiscreet and unacquainted with public business were foolish enough to hearken to them. So they let these people talk out of the land. Y'all hear it, right? Playing games, manipulating, because they remember they were saying in the other book the other week, they was talking about how they're so docile, and docile because we nice and kind. Yeah, they took advantage of the nice part, the idiocy, the stupidness. They were foolish enough to hearken to them and to receive 5 duffel scrolls for 2 plantations of river. Listen to this, Lord. These people just did so much treachery. That's why they went down there. They looking like, where these people come from? What's going on? Hey, what y'all doing on this land? We don't know y'all. Where y'all came from? Come to find out, they done tricked these little young natives out of 2 plantations. Y'all hear this? On the river hold on, I'm going to say this right. Cabangaranto, a camouflage Indian, and a French Indian. Now, remember, look at this, a French Indian. Remember, we were talking about this. Somebody was saying, it's a certain thing with the Indian, da-da-da-da. No. The French Indians, we had Indians everywhere. I keep telling you, they were Asian Indians, they were French Indians, they were Russian Indians, if you want to say that, till they broke these places up. Russia, the rushing in of another area to compose it or compromise it to something that it wasn't, something unnatural, another GMO area manufactured, because these people had certain areas they didn't have enough space, all this stuff going on, just the proposals of pushing us away, moving us away from everything that's fertile, all the good land, everything they talking about in America, that was over there as well, in the Asia area. With our kindred brothers and cousins and, so on and so forth, they were traveling, y'all. They had underground railroads. I done showed y'all this. If y'all ain't seen it, y'all better go back and catch them videos. They had the underground railroads, towns. They had towns underground. They were like going from town to town. They were doing all this stuff. We were tied into the cousins over there. Those were still our people. Come on, y'all. But they was over there. They had theirs, we had ours. It's the same thing like when you grow up, if you got your auntie, you might go to her house sometime, but they ain't your crib, right? Come on now, y'all. Okay. And some others that were in company had 3 duffel strolls and went away with them. And our young men carried off and other two. So two duffels of some crap, whatever it was that they tricked them out of the land. As soon as they come into to our knowledge, we sent for our warriors, and after examining and rebuking them severely, we took away their two straws. So whatever it is that they traded the land for, they took it away from them and punished them severely, because they like, how you gonna get these damn people the land for some stupid ass straws or whatever the straws was, and publicly censured them from exposing us to our brethren of Pennsylvania. They want the Indians in Pennsylvania to know that these dummies was up here being so foolish. These little young dumbass niggas. No, I'm sorry. That's probably what they say. Stupid. Okay, is doing a thing so inconsistent with our engagements to them. You are said we allowed that all our people might hear and take notice, to know and remember that the Six Nations have obliged themselves to sell none. Hold on. That the Six Nations have obliged themselves to sell none of the land that falls within the province of Pennsylvania to any other but our brother, the owners. So they weren't even supposed to let any of the land in that area go to these people in Pennsylvania. So what happened? They must have came in, because y'all know everything started in Pennsylvania. Everything they be talking about, the Statue of Liberty, the Liberty Bell, the this, that. They had a look, the coin. I got 50-cent pieces. Got the big Statue of Liberty coin, statue on it, and it's always reminiscent of this liberty stuff, liberty, and that always in this Pennsylvania area, right? Okay, come on, let's get it. And that to sell lands to any other, and that to sell lands to any other is an high breach of the League of Friendship. So they could not. They were forbidden to do that. Brethren, this set proceeded of our young men makes us ashamed. They were ashamed. They were like, how y'all so damn stupid? Really, y'all that dumb? I mean, come on, there's nothing wrong with being kind, but why you gotta be stupid? Um, we always mean well and shall perform faithfully what we have promised. And we assure you, hold on a second, guys. Sorry, guys. Y'all know my sinus is starting to get to me. Goodness, every time I get to talk, I'm good. Okay. Um, Let me see. We always mean well and shall perform faithfully what we have promised. And we assure you, this affair was transacted in the manner we have related. Basically, they got tricked, so we ain't with it. I know that's what they did, but hold on now. They tricked the young man without our privity or our consent. So we ain't with it. And that you may be fully convinced of this and of the sincerity of our intentions, we have brought you these two shrouds. Here, take your shit back. We want our land back. Here be presented two red shrouds to the governor. They are the very shrouds our foolish young men received. We took them from them and we give them to you in return to those. Yeah, let's get to it. We ain't playing with y'all. Give us our shit back. That's what they said. In return to those white people who made. It's funny how they talk about those white people who made the bargain and desired when the shrouds are returned to them that they may be told what we now say. Basically, this is what we said. Period. Y'all hand them their shit. Let them know what we said. Okay, and kind of that's what it is. And that we shall not confirm such bargains nor any other that may interfere with our engagements to our brothers, the owners. They like, what they doing? They thought they could just come in, dip in, try to like, do what they wanted to do, so on and so forth. They're not gonna do that. That's not like gonna happen. They like, nah, we out of here. Y'all better get that together. Take these little shrouds, these bushels of shrouds, shit, take it back to them white boys. It said take it to those white people who made that bargain and let them know it's the raps. It's a wrap on that. It's a wrap. It says that the governor then spoke. Here you go with the con. As soon as the governor spoke, we know it's a damn con. Or they talking about the Indian governor. Let's see. Brethren, I thank you for this piece of news. You have taken this matter perfectly right. I bet I did. All bargaining for land within this province is, to be sure, a manifest breach of your contract with the proprietor, just like they doing right damn now. Take that shit back. Get your ass off my damn land. Oh, you done built the house on there? Great. This shit my people. Get your ass on. Let's go. We have hitherto found the Six Nations faithful to their engagements, and this is the fresh instance of their punctuality. You could not help these mistakes of the young men. They were not done in your presence, but as several inconveniences may arise from this kind of clandestine sales. Hold on. Okay. Or from any such loose sales of land by your people, we desire you will, on your return home, give public notice to all your warriors not to bargain for any land, or if they do, that they will not confirm such bargains, and that this very affair, together with what you have done therein, may be particularly reported to all of their nation assembled in council. So if they keep screwing up now, my thing is, I don't believe any of this part as far as like the selling of the land. I just don't believe that. I believe they gave them some of the land by the river. They were supposed to stay down there. They just came in doing all this stuff. It says that the Onagan chief promised to give such public notice the desired liberty to mend his former speech. He proceeded, brethren, I forgot one circumstance. Our people who pretended to sell the land demanded a belt of wampum of the buyers to carry to their chiefs, and on their declaration they have no wampum. So basically, they done told they gave them the two little things, the bushels, and they were supposed to give them the wampum, and they still ain't giving the wampum. So they lied on top of that as usual. They already stealing them, trying to steal the land from the young boys, and then they ain't gonna even give them what they told them. Look at that. Our warriors said they would not answer that their chiefs would confirm this bargain, since they never did anything of this nature without the wampum. So basically, they didn't even finish what they were supposed to be doing. So shit, if they ain't finished that, the deal was non and void anyway, because they didn't even do what they were supposed to do. Period. Brethren of the Six Nation, he said, I shall take this opportunity to relate to you a piece of the disagreeable news that I received some days ago in a letter from Letort, the Indian trader, at Albion, who says that in May last, we're gonna look at a map or two in a minute, guys. I want to hope I can find one of the Indian maps real quick. I wish I would have had it pulled up, but I'm gonna try to find one particularly. Some Indians on the Tewe Nation, supposed by us to be Twitwees, to be Twitwees. I guess that was a tribe. In their return from war, called and stayed sometime with the Shawnees, who being asked and denying, they had brought either scalps or prisoners. The Shawnees suspected them. I'm sorry, did it say no? Is this an S? Let's see. Suspected. Yeah, that's an S. The Shawnees suspected them um, bad, suspected them, had the curiosity to search their bags, and finding two scalps in them, that by the softness of the hair did not feel like Indian scalps. Hold on, guys. Stuff going on now. Let me check it out. Oh wow. Okay. All right. I got it. LL. Oh, okay. Let me see. I believe. Okay, I'll get to this in a minute. Let me just. All right. So. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to respond to the text real quick. Checking this out. Let me make sure. Oh, okay. I got a cash app came in. Appreciate the cash app. Let me get to that. Lord, I'm trying to do three things. I can do that, guys, in a minute, guys. All right. Okay. So, oh, this is a customer. I'm sorry, guys. Give me a second. I didn't want to like not acknowledge somebody if they were sending the cash app. Of course, I appreciate it. If they did, so I just want to take care of this, take care of my customer real quick. Guys, I like to handle my business. I apologize for the delay. Give me a moment. Okay. All right. That's for the product. Okay, so the Twiteweeds, in their return from war, called and stayed some time with the Shawnees, who, being asked and denying they had brought their scalps or their prisoners, the Shawnees suspected them bad and curiosity to search their bag and finding two scalps in them that by the softness of the hair did not feel like Indian scalps. Ain't this some shit? They washed them clean and found them to be the scalps of some Christians. Oh my gosh, is this disgusting? And they'll try to say, oh, this is an Indian scalp, like they don't know no damn better. You don't think they know a pale ass scalp? Lord have mercy. These people know they dumb as hell. They think they're gonna try to pass off a person's scalp that ain't even an indigenous scalp, and they gonna believe in it, fall for it. Do y'all hear this? Let me check on my chat real quick. What's going on, y'all? Do y'all hear this? Do y'all hear this nonsense? They gonna try to pass off some white Christian scalps for some Indian scalps. These people, something else, something else, something else. Period says give it back. Sell land, selling land. How y'all selling somebody damn land? They so crazy. They so crazy. The hair did not feel like Indian scalp. I cannot believe this. It said on this discovery, the Twighties were so much ashamed that they stole away from their town in the nighttime. I bet they was. They are so ignorant. And, and coming as they afterwards understood to a little village belonging to the Shawnees. They told our people that their hearts were full of grief, for as they came along the road, they found it all bloody. And having good cause to believe it was made bloody with the blood of some of the white brethren. They had very sorrowfully swept the road and desired them to inform the governor of Pennsylvania of the Twites' grief and how they had swept the road clean. Letort adds on behalf of the Chinese that they were much troubled and grieved at this unfortunate accident and prayed as they had by concern in it more than by being instruments to discover it. Their brethren would not blame them, nor suffer misunderstanding to arise between them on this account. They would sweep the road clean and wipe all the blood away. Damn. And desired their brethren would be satisfied with this and not weep too much for a misfortune that might not happen again as soon as the sun and moon shone. Dang. Oh, wait a minute. I want to read that part too. The person who delivered me Latorte's letter brought this bundle of skin as a present to me, but told the messenger I would not meddle with it. He might. Mm-mm. Y'all know I ain't gonna read this whole book tonight because we done had a good start. I might finish some more another time. Right, brother. This is the what's the name of it? What's the name of it? The Treaty of the Six Nations, brother. 17 something. I forgot. Yeah, no problem. But yeah, this is a good one, guys. Yeah, we going right up on 2 hours, y'all. Perfect, perfect. Let's do this. Let's end it here. We'll get back to this another time, guys. You already know I can play one. I'm going out of here. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I appreciate you all for listening into this information. The sister brought it. It was just fire. That's all I'm gonna say. It was fire. It was fire. Ain't nothing else we could say. And I can't wait till our next bill with her. So let's get to it, y'all. We're gonna end it. Thank you guys for coming through. Peace, love, blessings. Shout out to Chief Mama, Grandmama Chief. That's the grand Mama Chief. Yes, shout out to Mama Chief. Peace, love, and blessings, guys. Until possibly tomorrow, I'll be having something great for you guys.
Power on. Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth connected.
Every since a youngin', I've been running, getting to the cake. Dog, you ain't 100, this 100, let me demonstrate. If she ain't got brains, then I ain't tryna penetrate. And if you ain't a stand-up needy, you could get your dinner ate. I ain't buying all that real shit, dog, you benefit. To go on a dinner date, now we on the interstate. Might be a rookie in the game, but I've been a great. And we about autonomy, dog, we ain't tryna integrate. Man, we ain't trying to integrate. Was broke back then, now the youngin' seeing different kids. We don't go off feelings, we just make sure that the business straight. And if you ain't an intellect, then you can't get a penetrate. Local need you, and I'm getting love all in different states. Gotta need you, if you ain't got scars, then you can't relate. Preach the niggas, I'm just trying to make sure that my people straight. Hope nigga in a sleep world trying to keep awake. Man, I'm just trying to keep awake. Bodies dropping in my city, damn Perry, keep awake. How another black man, you're out, make it make sense. When the system got y'all niggas going through the same shit. Ever since a youngin', I've been running, getting to the cake. Dog, you ain't 100, this 100, let me demonstrate. If she ain't got brains, then I ain't trying to penetrate. And if you ain't a stand-up needy, you could get your dinner ate. I ain't buying all that real shit, dog, you benefit. To go on a dinner date, now we on the interstate. Might be a rookie in the game, but I've been a great. And we about autonomy, dog, we ain't trying to integrate. Say you shoot, what's your resume? Let me see the proof. Drilling shit, where your gang at? Let me see your truth. And money, pull up stunting on them. Let me see a coup. Genocide, they pointing weapons at you. You don't even shoot. Real nigga, how you say you real? You don't love your peeps. Family man, Ron, feed your family, nigga. Fuck the streets, sliding on each other when the government the enemy. If we come together, we got power, nigga, in the beef. For real, nigga, in the beef. You ain't getting money, ain't no reason to be in the streets. Striving to be legends, we ain't trying to be a memory. And now you ain't my nigga, you my Niji Aborigine. Ever since a youngin', I've been running, getting to the cake. Dog, you ain't 100, this 100, let me demonstrate. If she ain't got brains, then I ain't tryna penetrate. And if you ain't a stand-up needy, you could get your dinner ate. I ain't buying all that real shit, dog, you benefit. To go on a dinner date, now we on the interstate. Might be a rookie in the game, but I've been a great. And we about autonomy, dog, we ain't tryna integrate. We ain't tryna integrate with none of y'all. Autonomy over equality.
Job Bricks integrate. We gotta pay our boy Treads before we get out of here. Threads 3,000. I need you real quick, guys, so we out of here. Last fire for the night.
Yeah. Threads 3,000. My job, I offer mine, so what's happening? Government and all y'all cross the line, so what's happening? My ancestors wouldn't like you cross the line, so what's happening? We original, y'all GMO, y'all lying. I do this for my niche, my niche, my niche, my niche. Oh yeah, my niche, my niche, my niche. I do this for my niche, my niche, my niche, my niche, my niche, my niche, my niche. I do this for my niche. Should've left me where I was, cause I ain't never scared. Took that little ice off my neck for this girl kid. My nation, my need you, someone thorough said. Real Americans, still pure blood, we thoroughbred. I'm like, let my people go and just take me instead. When it's red or blue pill, I'm only choosing red. I'ma always choose my people, you can keep that bread. Our government owe a trillion, you can keep that bread. If it's one thing Jim Crow is showing me, I don't want no white folks ruling over me. I don't want no politicians ruling over me. I don't want no po-po ruling over me. Only somebody just like me gon' treat me like me. I'm Iron Wine Cherokee, Chief and Dr. G.L.E. I'm still a G like DST. You might not be as G as me. You think you free, but you need remedy to disfreeze me. I'm from the hood, I'm still waking up my people. They got us good, they still hating on my people. When it comes to fashion, the whole world wanna be like us. When it comes to music, the whole world wanna be like us. When it comes to dancing, the whole world world wanna be like us. Foreigners is doing everything, trying to weaken us. Sports, y'all can't fuck with us. Rhythm, know we killing y'all. Anything involve a ball. Mentally, we figured out the cause.
We part of all of that.
Y'all, it's time to take through asking y'all rights by blood after all. Vatican and the Smithsonian got all our shit. Artifacts and relics still keeping us away from it. When they say that was a long time ago, that's racist shit. Y'all holding and keep stolen shit. We don't need y'all holding it. Reverse engineering our technology, controlling it. David, everything you got, but you can't put no soul in it. I ain't go see the new Matrix cause I'm living it. Everything is not what it seems, but I'm killing it. Can you afford to pay attention who you living with? Now they're trying to mandatory vax, but is you getting it?
Hell no.
Fall back off my knees, I'm peeping y'all tactics. This ain't no earth war, this shit is galactic. Goddesses and gods warming up like practice. We gon' put arrows on your chest like that. They ain't wild like us. They ain't got a soul, destiny as a child like us. Nobody power like us. Nobody peace pipe like us. Boxing, y'all can't fight like us. Nobody lost their right like us. Wake them up, I'm in the way. Say too much, I'm in the way. They trying to kill us anyway, so listen what I'm finna say. Everybody I keep, we raised y'all anyway. What they since he's finna say. Everybody ain't here to stay. Is you with us or against us?
Ain't no plan in this shit, y'all already know.
1492, but all my allies what it do. Renegade got killed for days. Be careful, I advise you to.
What's happening? They been crossed the line. Yeah. Y'all GMO.
I do this for my niche. I do this for my